Hello, check, check. All right, so sorry about that. I thought I had it all set up today perfectly, but you know that's how it is. All right, let's see who's here. Hi, Ellen, Patrick, Kyle. How's everyone doing today? How's it going, Jean Louis? How's it going, Anthony? What's up, brother? Jackson, how's it going? Thank you guys for telling me my sound was off. It's kind of awkward when I don't have it on, eh? So, how's it going, everyone, today? Michael asked the question, Bitcoin, he says Bitcoin is on its way out. Sorry, Michael, you are not right, unfortunately. All right, Sander, what's up, brother? How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing on a Monday? Well, usually Mondays are bad for most people, but what I gotta tell you guys is this: Monday's great. Monday's great because usually it's after the weekend blues. We get a little bit of a bump in the market, which we saw, a little one, not a big one, but a little one. How's it going, Hilda? You know, it's really great seeing all you guys today, and Lisa and Robert. You guys are awesome. So I want to kind of tell you what's going on in the market. I'm sure you guys saw the title and we were like, what the hell? Joel, what's going on? What I want to tell you guys is it's going to be okay. I just put that there to make you guys spark some thinking. How's it going, Fami? Nice to see you again. Awesome. So the question that I put on there is the market dead? Well, here's the thing. Right now, pretty much, it is dead. It's not moving very much. It's going up and down, kind of more on the downward action than upward. But should we run? Should we get scared and leave cryptocurrency? Should we panic? That's a good question. What do you guys think we should do? Before I tell you my answer, which you probably already know what it's going to be, what do you guys think? Do you think that cryptocurrency is dead? Or do you believe that it's just getting started? I want to know what your opinions are, guys. So do let me know, what do you feel? Do you feel scared for crypto? Are you excited about crypto? You know, these are the things that I always am curious about. And, you know, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you guys, if you think the market's going and it's dead, give me an angry face emoji. I want to know if you'd be angry if we're going to die. Everything's going to blow up. We're all going to die. Everything's going to be horrible. We're all going to lose all our money and it sucks. What do you guys think? Give me angry faces. Click that button. Tell me that you don't like it. Or give me a smiley face if you're like, I know where Joel's going with this. Because I bet you money, I know you guys all know where I'm going with this. So, the ones of you that said, ride the waves, chill out, it's all good, it's not dead, don't worry. Freaking smart and visionary, guys. You guys are visionaries, and you're smart. And why do I say it like that? Well, we feel dead. We feel scared. But what did the Rothschilds always tell you? When there's blood in the streets, you buy. When your shoe shine guy tells you, hey, buy Bitcoin, that was when you should have started going, everybody that doesn't know anything about Bitcoin is telling me to buy Bitcoin. That should have been your first, there's something off with that, right? So there you go. David, how's it going, brother? I know I am dead in mining right now. Yes, mining is brutal for most people right now. But is it going to be brutal forever? No. Is it possible to try another coin? Maybe. So just think about all the things that you could be doing instead of mining. Has there been some big no. Litecoin hasn't had huge buys. It's just people love Litecoin, okay? And the more that Abra and other apps use Litecoin, and they're going to use it a lot, it's going to be awesome. So yes, I feel like I've been really optimistic, but starting to get worried. Fami, let me put it this way. Just wait for it. It's coming. And everything that's happening around crypto, especially in Asia, which I'm going to talk about today, is proving that it's coming. Now, what I truly believe is happening in the market is not manipulation, but kind of manipulation, but basically governments and banks and big organizations are going to start to try and buy as much Bitcoin as they can because they realize that's where we're going towards. So that's the issue. There's all about 0.004 a day right now with Bitcoin at this price. It's a nightmare. I agree, David. Mind something else. Try something different. Okay. How's it going, Heidi? Always good to see you here. And so, yes, I understand that a lot of us are like, oh my God, what is happening? Why does it just keep going down? Why does everyone tell us it's going up and it's going to come down? Now, remember what I told you guys before the G20. I said we're probably going to go down to 6,000 and then we're going to bounce back up. We sort of saw that after the G20. We might still see that. My really expert TA guys, not Ryan O'Krant, someone who gets paid millions of dollars a year for TA, told me that the market could go down as low as 150, 160 billion. And he said if it gets that low when it bounces, it's going to be like what we saw in October, November, December, January. Well, not January. January sucked, but no, October, November, December. And so what you got to realize is we grew so fast that now that we're moving downward quickly, people are scared. You shouldn't feel scared. You should go, okay, I understand what happened. The market ran up really fast, and it will go back down, and it will come back up even faster and bigger and more. And here's the thing you got to realize. There are banks, number one. Number two, there are big, massive hedge funds trying to buy Bitcoin. And guys, one thing you don't know about me, if you have not been listening to me for a while, is I broker large-scale Bitcoin deals for very big clients. Now, it's really difficult, challenging task. But what I want you to know is I have an immense amount of buyers for Bitcoin. Immense. 20, 30, 40 buyers probably that want to buy 100,000 Bitcoin minimum. Okay, so if you feel not bullish about Bitcoin and you hear about people and you meet people that want to buy that kind of quantity, do you really think that Bitcoin's gonna die? Hell no. Do you think Bitcoin actually has a bubble? Hell no. If Bitcoin was a bubble, it would have went to 100,000 and it would have popped and everyone would have lost so much of everything. So no. Okay. Now I had a good question from Paul. He's asking, what are my top 5 coins? Actually, I probably have a top 10, but I'll give you some of them. Some of the ones that I'm really bullish on: Ven, Enigma, ADA, XLM, Litecoin, obviously, because Litecoin's got so much use case. We also have Quantum. That's a great project. Neo is a great project. There's a lot of really good projects, and I hold all the coins I just mentioned. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I also trade some of these coins. So I don't always just hold forever. Some people hodl and hold on for dear life, and they see their portfolio go, and they see their portfolio go, and it's kind of scary. But what I'm telling you is this: if you were happy when it went up before, it will do it again. It's done it traditionally every single year. And remember, if you look at a year-by-year chart from 2011 to today, you would actually see every day from today until going back to 2011, we have grown and grown and grown and grown and grown. We were usually doing like 2 times a year, and there was 1 year we went down. And then other than that, we've gone 2 times up, double up, double up. And then last year we went from $1,000, actually $890, all the way up to almost just over 20,000. So it was a matter of time before things started to drop again, and that's okay. So you got to realize one thing is that it's okay if things drop. You have to either get out when you have a chance or not. ICX is an excellent project, Robert. Absolutely excellent project. It's one of the most successful ICOs of last year as well. It went 11 times in like 2 months. Like if you put $1 million, you would have had 11. If you put $1,000, you would have 11,000. That's a huge gain. You couldn't make that in the stock market unless you did that for like 10 years. So it's pretty good stuff. Now, getting on to the news. So Ethereum drama, bans, lawsuits, etc. I want to tell you guys about what actually has been happening in the market so you can kind of understand what's going on. So Bitcoin is actually down about 15-20%. That's nothing to worry about. This is kind of normal. Now we saw it gain some of that 15-20% back, about 6%. Got into the 7 area, and now we're sticking right here, as you can see, about 7,000, which is fine. We're in consolidation. We should have some jumps because we're now in April. It will start to slowly move. It's going to be slower than before because of regulations coming out. And once regulations are put in place, as much as we hate them, once they're in place, we're good to go, guys. We're good, because what will happen is then banks and law firms and everyone that has money will start buying into it because they'll have a legal tender, right? Right now, the issue is it's not completely legal. It's legal, but it's not legal. You know, it's in that weird FUD space. We don't like that FUD space. So I just want you guys to know that it's going to be fine. What about XRP? Okay, Thomas, if you know me, you know how much I hate XRP. And the reason why I hate XRP is because Ripple is a shit coin. It's legitimately a garbage coin. Now, why is it a garbage coin? Number one reason, it is not decentralized. So what are we trying to work for, guys? We're trying to work on a decentralized network, not on a centralized network. I don't want to hold Ripple long term. It is garbage. The company Ripple has great stuff. They have great partnerships. But what I have to remind some new viewers that are probably watching today is we have two things. We have Ripple the company and we have XRP the token, and they are not the same. Do not mix those two things up. I've said this before. Don't mix them up. You'll make a mistake and you'll regret it. Okay? F, centralization. Decentralization is crypto. Centralization is just another bank trying to take your money and get cryptocurrency like Bitcoin for it. Don't be that. Okay? Exodus update. Yeah, Exodus just actually updated, Alan. Absolutely. Binance and now Exodus are actually going to support the EOS coin changeover, so you won't actually have to do it yourself. There's a lot of people I know that have asked me how to do it a lot. They feel a lot better right now. I told them this stuff, and they were like, "Oh my God, thank God I don't have to figure that out." And here's the thing. Companies are going to have to figure out how to make it easier for you guys and for me and for regular new people, because it shouldn't be difficult. You know as much as I do. If it's difficult, people will leave. So, difficult to predict, but when do you see the start of rise? Mark, I would say the rise is going to come in about, you're going to see the rise start to happen in this month, next month. I don't know exactly. I can't tell you. I'm not a TA expert, but what I know is when we get to 200 to 180 billion, if we get down that low, we're going to be huge bounce. That's what my pro trader tells me, and the guy makes millions in the market. So I believe him. Trust me. Every time I've doubted him, he's been right. He told us sell the Bitcoin at 20,000, and I didn't. And obviously, you know how that worked out for me. I waited till it was like 15, 16, which is fine. I still did okay, but the point is, you know, this guy's right. Ravencoin, I have no idea, Ali. I haven't ever done research into Ravencoin before. BTCP, good project. Block something Mason protocol. It's a cool project. I'll tell you guys more about that in a bit. But basically, it's a credit agency. They're going to give you money credit, and so kind of like similar to Lend, I guess. Similar to Ripple Credit Network. Similar to those type of coins. All right. Now, what other drama is there in Ethereum? Well, it dropped 27%. It's under $400. Like, if I told you guys 3 months ago, Ethereum's going to be under $400, you would have laughed in my face. Even 2 months ago, you would have laughed in my face. But here's the thing. Now, another thing with this whole lying is this child porn thing on the blockchain. That was proven bullcrap, so don't believe that. That's FUD 100%. Okay? Now, we know the whole entire market's been down, and it's slowly going to climb back up. Don't be surprised if we hit 200 billion. Okay, I just want you guys to know this, because it's okay if it hits that, but if you know it's okay it's going to hit that, then you're not going to stress out. And I don't want you guys sitting at home going, oh my God, and your heart to freaking race and stuff. It's not worth it. Okay, so here's some warnings that have come out, and I just want to go through them, and basically they're FUD. Number one, the Kazakhstan National Bank saying they may ban cryptocurrency. There's no way they're gonna do that. It's just FUD. Okay, so don't read into that too much. They have fear of money laundering. So do I, for the US dollar, for Thai baht, for Canadian dollars, for Singapore dollars, for Hong Kong dollars, for Chinese yen. Because you know what? All of them have the exact same problems that Bitcoin will have. So what is the difference? Sure, it's decentralized and we've centralized, but how much people are they catching that are massive criminals all the time? Not that many. And how many people have Thailand caught that are massive criminals from the darknet? One with 100,000 Bitcoin. So we'll catch them. And there's another guy in the States, in Arizona, who just got arrested and put in jail for the same type of stuff. So they can figure it out. They're not stupid, guys. That's what I want you to know. Nigeria also was worried about cryptocurrencies, and mostly because of scams, and it's Nigeria. Come on. Anyone ever got the Nigerian cold call before? I know I have. So it's 69.31. Oh my God, it's okay. It's all right. Don't worry. What do I think of Aeon and Encash? Encash is just like, boom, freaking intelligent beyond anything, because Encash You walk in a store with your phone, right? Guess what happens? You walk in your store and the phone already starts beeping off and telling you what's on special because it knows what you like to buy. It's pretty cool stuff and shows you like different discounts, etc. So why is BCH still not dead after Lightning Network? Bitcoin Cash has some value and has a use, and Lightning Network hasn't proven itself 100% yet. So people still are going to use Bitcoin Cash, but will it die? I've said this many times. I believe it will. I really believe that Bitcoin Cash will not stay around forever because it just doesn't do that well. Hey, Yevs, it already went to 69.57. So there you go. It's not that we're moving up a little bit. So that's great. So continuing on about the some other news that's going on in the world. Denmark blocked trading this week because they had some issues. Now they're worried about things like they're worried about different things similar to Ponzi schemes and similar to other things. But Denmark won't keep it blocked for long. Their citizens are not happy about it. So I don't think that'll happen for very long. But right now when things get blocked, people aren't really trading as actively. So it's okay. No one's going to freak out about it. Now, lawsuits were filed by the Russian government towards Russian Association of Cryptocurrency and Blockfinish for Google, Twitter, and Facebook. And now I'm sure it'll be LinkedIn and MailChimp as well. These are going to basically say that you are illegally blocking our companies from making money, even the ones that are legit. So why don't you just do due diligence and actually find out if the company is legit and then let the ad run? But here's the thing with Facebook. They have people that don't even really speak English well a lot of the time doing the reading of the ads, and they just look for words that are keywords and they block them, right? So they're going to have to figure that out later because I could see more lawsuits coming from that. All right, and we also see delete Facebook. That's another thing that just came up. So Brandon's asking, how do I think about ADA? I think ADA is a freaking amazing project, and when they come out with their product, you guys are going to be like, I should have bought more ADA. I truly believe that. Like, I picked up a ton. When I get paid, I'm going to pick up more, and I like ADA, and I like XLM. They're not shit coins. They're not Verge, okay? They're not Tron. Now, I like Tron a little bit. I think it'll be good long term, but it's not a good buy for right now. I don't think it's going to run up that much because, you know, it's just, if you saw that the thing that they did the other day on TV, when everything tanked, it's because they look like they're trying to basically be Ethereum, which is copying. I mean, they copied some of their white paper, and they're copying what Ethereum's doing. Probably not a very good idea, in my opinion. So continuing on, oh look, we're almost close to 7K. Let's go Bitcoin. All right. Now, good news. The Bank of England is actually testing the blockchain system for real-time settlements of different bank transfers. That's mass adoption, guys. China declared cryptocurrencies their top priority of 2018. Another massive win for cryptocurrency, right? These are the things that you need to look at and go, if governments and banks and all these people want to use blockchain and crypto, is it going to die? No. No, it's not. My fundamental analysis is on point, guys. I'm telling you, no way Bitcoin dies. No way anything dies. And not only do I have fundamental, I have the people who are trying to buy it in mass quantities. Like, we know of a bank that's trying to buy over 1 million Bitcoin, more than Satoshi Nakamoto would even have. That's how much people realize what it is. And that's how you need to realize that, yeah, we're down, but we're not out. And what's going to happen really soon is everything's going to start going up and everyone's going to get FOMO and you're going to go, I should have bought more now. That's how I'll feel, I'm sure. But there's only so much money in the end of the day to spend on this crypto stuff, right? At this point, if you have a family and stuff, you don't put your money for your kids and your family and your food and your housing and all that stuff into the crypto market. It's too volatile. It goes up and down too much. But if you have money sitting in an account and not making you any money, it's what I do. I look at it as I invest what I don't need. So this is not invest what you should buy. This is just telling you this is how you should look at investing so you are successful and you don't stress about it too much. I'll talk a little bit more about coins in a bit, guys. I just want to jump through some different things so it doesn't take forever and then everyone's like waiting for me. So Reddit disabled Bitcoin transactions. There were money arrests for laundering. There's more crypto jacking going on from Monero. The U.S. trip, and then those are all FUD. Okay, it's FUD because Reddit probably stopped Bitcoin transactions to do something else. Maybe they're waiting for Lightning Network. I don't know. I'm not really sure why they disabled it, but I'm sure they'll enable it soon enough. You know it's Reddit. They're going to enable it again. Money launderers is good because they're getting rid of the money launderers. AML is becoming a priority for Bitcoin transactions, so there's anti-money laundering going on. That's great. And a lot of people in Bitcoin transactions use escrows or things similar to that. So that means you're not going to have issues with people, doing wrong because escrows do AML and KYC. So the U.S. Treasury, which is very good. I love you guys right now because you just made basically legitimized crypto even more. And I'm an advocate of these type of people that are trying to push the envelope. And all that's going to happen is this pro-blockchain people are going to realize that they're going to win. And they're going to keep pushing it. Like the NRA is pushing guns in the United States. As much as they absolutely hate that, they're going to win because they're going to have more people saying, we want this. And America, even though it's a democracy with funny yellow-haired guy or whatever on there, it's still a democracy, and they're still going to have a say. And there we have it. Woo! We're in the 7s again, everyone. High five. Okay, so that's pretty much like all the major news that's happened today. I'll take some questions now in a second. Sweet on my work break. Awesome, Kenton. I love seeing you every day. Ali, ADA is one I buy each month. I'm learning. Good idea. Red coin, good one. It's it will be good long term, and I'm not really a big investor of red coin, so I haven't done extensive research on it, but I think it's a cool project, and I don't really remember every detail about it, so I'm not going to talk about it in too much detail. But I will look back at red coin and see why I liked it before and why I traded it but never actually held it. Okay, so Bitcoin could rival gold in terms of reliability, long-term wealth, JP Morgan. Yeah, you're right. I can't read your name because it's not in English, but you're right. Absolutely right. Okay, so, and that's from the Financial Post. And I'm telling you guys, the more we get closer and closer, the better. EOS or ADA, recall you're going to have to choose what you think is the best for yourself. What I would say is they're both extremely good projects. And when I say extremely, I mean amazing products. Joel, do I know when ADA will be releasing their product? It's set to be midway through the year. So probably sometime when OMG releases their platform. So probably somewhere in June. I think a lot of stuff's happening in June. If you go on CoinMarketCal, not Cap, C-A-L instead of Cap, just see they changed the P to a L. Then you'll actually be able to find all the different news about each coin. I suggest highly all you do that. For hard forks, absolutely do that, because when you know a coin is splitting and you're getting new coins, you should know about that in advance so you play it right and you scaffold your cells all the way up. So you want to invest in... What I would suggest you guys to do is look into the projects I always talk about and then do more research, and then if you have questions about the projects, then ask me and I'll try to give you more information. But I can't give financial advice, Divi. I can just tell you that the things that I like are going to be great projects because I believe in them so much that if they went to 5 cents, I'd still hold them. That's what I'm going to tell you. I would literally hold it till it went zero. April 5th, new ADA things are coming. Yes, thank you, Sandra, for looking that up. Awesome. There is definitely lots of stuff coming, guys. And that's why I want you to be bullish, not bearish and scared. Don't be a scared kitty, all right? If you've looked at this show, every time I come on this show for some reason, and this is something that other people will actually vouch for, I come on the show and everything always goes up for some reason. We started at 67 and now we're at 7,000. So if you had bought Bitcoin, when I started talking, and then you sold it at now, you would have made 300 bucks. I'm not saying you would have done it. I'm just saying, like, it's a pretty good thing. So I want to invest in crypto. Can you please tell me? Yes, James, I can tell you, no problem. You know how to get me. You know how to get a hold of me, brother. Just let me know. Will ETH come back to all-time high? What do I think? I think ETH has so much use case, but the reason why it's dying right now is because ICOs are not getting the investments they were getting because people are scared to invest in any coin. So why would they invest in ICOs? So that's the thing. Be a lion. Yeah, be a hound dog sometimes too. Sometimes just sit there and look up and go, oh, the market's down, meh, and just keep chilling. That's what you got to do sometimes. All right, so moving on, I want to talk about my country, well, not mine, but where I live, and why they are actually one of the forefront leaders right now in cryptocurrency. Timmy, what's up, brother? It's been a while. How you doing, man? So what's going on with Thailand? Now, Thailand is seriously leading the forefront of this, and I'll tell you why they're leading the forefront of this. Basically, they've created a taxation system to actually tax investments, to tax trades that is almost like a very fair system if you want to look at that compared to the United States. Now, what I do believe is they will not enforce this properly, because I've lived here long enough to know that in Thailand, they will say they're going to do it, but I don't think they have the power to do it yet. Maybe they will. I don't know. But, you know, if you've ever been to Thailand, you know that you can ride a motorcycle without a helmet and pay a cop off a lot of the time. That's actually something that happens here. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying you should do that. What I'm saying is, I don't know how stringent they're going to be on it, and we'll have to just see how the exchanges deal with them. But paying 20% tax, it was supposed to be 10. I like 10 a lot better than 20. But there'll be ways to write off things. You know, they won't be able to track every little bitty trade you do. So what they actually, the old finance minister, Korn Chatakavan, so hard to say Thai names, Korn Chatikavanaji, he said that we have to be cautious not to allow the conservative instincts to result in draconian regulations that basically make it impossible for us to trade and use Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies at all. So that's something that's happening in my hometown, and they're leading the forefront to this, and I love that they're doing it because it's going to help everything just get better and better and better. All right, so hey Tim, what's up, Bata? How you doing, brother? Keith, 3 times I've asked about Nano. You never. I'm sorry, dude, Keith. Let me get on to that. So, you know what, Keith? The other day, someone else had asked me 3 times, and you know it's hard to remember every question. So I'll get on that for you, brother. I'm very sorry that it takes a while, but you know I do this for free and I don't get paid for it, so I only have as much time as I can put in. But Keith, I will absolutely do this next live feed. I will do my research for you and tell you what I think and make sure that you get exactly what you're trying to get, because I'm not trying to ignore you, brother. There's no reason because of that. I think Nano Ray Blocks was a good project, and it could be a really good project still. So I will definitely give you my thoughts on that, Keith. And thank you for pointing out that you've asked 3 times, because usually people do that, and I'm more than welcoming to help you give you my opinion. But I just haven't had the time to remember. Basically, so many people ask so many questions. So I will get on to it, brother, because that's what I do. And you can ask anyone else. There's someone else asked the other day for me to do, I can't even remember what token it was, but I went all into depth with it, Wan Chain. So I'll do that for you next time, okay? Probably tomorrow. Thoughts on Metablock Healthcare Revolution? Martin, I don't believe in the healthcare coins. As of right now, the ones that are out, I don't believe in them. Sebastian, I don't know what Blockport is. It's not one that I've done research onto, so I'll look into it. Remember, I'm only one person. There's only so much time for research every day with a full-time job, but coming summer, I won't have a full-time job anymore because I will be a full-time crypto person. I'm going to try at least just for summer before I go back to my job, and if it goes really well, I won't have to, and then I'll be able to be with you guys all the time. I love that so much, guys. Wow, 70 viewers? I didn't even notice that. That's amazing. Nano Coin is another one you buy each month. Good job, Ali. I do like Nano. I just haven't done enough research right now that I have in my brain that I could actually talk about it in a legitimate way. And you know, when you guys know me, I don't talk crap. That's not my style. So I'll be honest and say that I need to do more research to give you more of a clear picture of what I actually think deep down. Okay? Now, here's a cool thing. Russia. Russia, during the World Cup in this year, is actually going to let, they're going to accept cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin, in hotels. And it's pretty interesting. I think, like, you have Korea, who's letting people buy cryptos in their biggest hotel and tourism app, and now you have Russia saying, hey, we're going to let you guys. Now, here's what I look at it as. I look at it as Russia going, we want to get Bitcoin, so we'll get Bitcoin. Cool. So there you go. When you have a comment, there is 30-second delay. Yes. Yes, there is a 30-second delay because I use a program called Restream, and it streams to them, and then they stream it back. So that's the only way I can do it on more platforms than just on Facebook. So if it's not perfect, it's not perfect, but that's okay. Now, the hard work is paying off, I think. We'll see. I'm not financially going to be compensated yet, but I think that will come one day. And I'm a teacher, so I get summer off anyways, so I'm going to try and make this my job forever. I love cryptocurrencies. You guys know I'm passionate about it. And the goal for me, honestly, guys, is that I can educate thousands and hundreds of thousands of people about crypto, and like they can learn and understand it and see why it actually is the revolution, and why it's not just a Ponzi scheme or a bubble or any of that bull crap, because it is bull crap to say that. All right, let's hit up. So what does this mean? This is just another posting that shows you mass adoption is coming. If hotels are letting us buy with Bitcoin, the stays at the hotel, if banks are trying to test blockchain, if we have blockchain in shipping, if we have blockchain in trucking, if we have blockchain in medical, we have blockchain in gaming, we have blockchain in now on social media. You have any idea how that actually equates to big, huge mass adoption when we get there? It is so coming. It is coming tenfold more than you actually realize if you don't realize it yet. And when we get to that point, and you guys and me, we are the early adopters. All the people that were scared, they're gone. Trust me. Here's a fact. 1 million people lost money in this dip. 1 million. I don't know if they'll ever come back into cryptocurrency, but 1 million people, that is a lot of people that lost money. What we need to do is educate everyone so that they understand that those people lost money because they sold and lost faith in our market. What you will realize is the people that sold, you're actually going to feel bad for people that sold their crypto because they got scared. And that's really what it comes out. What is cartel? I don't even know. Cartel? Cartel. You mean car vertical? Is that what you're talking about? So anyways, what I want to tell you is we're coming to a major mass adoption phase. And why is it slowing down? Because everyone's trying to get ready for it. So you remember, here's a really good example of why we're slowing down. Okay, and it's not the only reason, but it's a really valid reason why we're slowing down. Number one, the market's slowed down because number one, we've had Bittrex, we've had Binance, we've had Coinbase all shut down because of too much volume. They can't handle mass adoption yet. So what did they do? I'm not saying they did it, but what I'm saying is what happens when Bitcoin goes down and everything starts to go down, the markets go down, people start to sell, get scared, get out of the market, right? Who cares? Who cares? I'll look into this cartel, and I'll let you know what I think, Keith. Haven't heard of it yet, but I will hear about it today. I'll be reading that after this. So, continuing on, yeah, basically that's where we're going. Next thing, another mass adoption. So, did you guys ever think, and I'm curious to know, did you ever think that we were going to get, that cryptocurrency was going to have taxes? Did any of you think that? Because if you did, I'm not saying you're dumb, but I'm saying you're not being realistic, okay? Because we can't make money and the government not take some. Why? Because they give us services for the taxes that they give us. And yes, we don't always agree with everything they do, but without those services, we can't actually do what we want to do, right? So that's what we have to think about. Now, Korea adding on a tax plan, and Thailand adding a tax plan, and China making it top priority, and the UK making a team to actually create taxes and ways to regulate, and it's happening in every country in the whole world. If it was, why would it happen? Okay, you have to ask yourself this question when you feel down, because I get down too. Everyone does. When you feel down about crypto, you have to ask yourself the question of, is it possible that all these industries are making blockchain and crypto and all this other stuff, and crypto could die? Now, if you ask yourself a question like this, here's another question. If it's hard to explain this, but we're going to definitely see regulation and taxes. But what that's going to do is legitimize Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general, and we're just going to demolish everything. It's going to be amazing. So MedBlock's a decentralized healthcare information system. It will not be a success also because of the new laws on personal information on the blockchain, as well as the UK's GPDR, I believe that's what it was stand for, which is basically you cannot keep people's information without deleting it. So there's absolutely no way MedBlock does well. It just can't. So hospitals and doctors, they're not going to want to do this in the first place anyways. It just won't do well. Taxation would be, yeah, if you can tax Bitcoin, it makes it legal. Once it makes it legal, every other country will do the same thing. It will make it legal, and we'll all be able to trade it and use it every single day. Now, we know that the crypto market can't do what it did every other year. Obviously, it's too big. So that's what I'm saying. It's almost too big to fail. The issue is with manipulation and price suppression. Yeah, we have manipulation. We have price suppression. We have people that are sharks in the sea. We know that. We know there's some people that are out there that look for shit coins and put in $3 million, let it pump right up and take their $3 million out, but now it's 8. That's stuff that happens in the market because people see that, get FOMO, and start buying. Poulain, how you doing? Steve, what's up, my brother? It's great seeing everyone today. I love all you guys so much. Don't forget, if you have a chance, to like and share so that others can learn with me and learn about what's going on in the market and not freak out. Because I know a lot of you guys probably clicked on this and were like, what is happening in the market? I want to know. So I want you guys to share this with other people who may be freaking out a little bit on the inside, and let them learn that it's okay to freak out, but we're okay and we're all going to be fine. Okay? How did you guys like Vitalik Buterin trolling Tron today as an April Fool's joke? Epic. So good. I don't know if you saw that, but epically good. All right, and on to the next. So here's an interesting one. So basically, why are ICOs doing well? So overall quality ICOs, the ones that are bad, are horrible. They're actually horrible. So crowdfunding ventures raised $1 billion for the 3rd month running, and of the billions dollars raised, 788 million came from projects based in the United States. A lot of them came from China, Lithuania, Spain, Europe, and basically that's pretty much where they're coming from. So interesting. No, nothing from Canada. I guess we're falling behind. So, you know, the quality of the ICOs, there's a lot of really bad ones, and this is why you use pools, why you use reviewers, why you make sure you do research. You have to do like many different things with ICOs to make sure they're actually legit. And you need to read about token metrics. If you don't know what that is and you've invested in ICOs, you need to go read up on that. I can't tell you it all because it would take me a whole hour to just explain them all. But if you look up what are token metrics in cryptocurrency online, or what is an ICO token metrics, and you will find tons of things that explain it in paragraph after paragraph, explain each part of it. Then when you're rating your ICO for yourself, you know what you're supposed to rate based off of what the form basically tells you. So I have a form that I've worked with that tells me, you know, all the things that I should be looking at when I'm going to do an ICO review, like an MVP, like it doesn't have a pre-sale or total ICO cap of 100 million or more, because that's horrible. That's why I wouldn't buy into Telegrams even if it was, because Telegram is $2 billion. It's just stupid amounts of money, honestly. So yeah. Now, if we look beyond the figures, what we can say is they raise a lot of money, a lot, and it's all about an idea, right? So if you're like Dav and you're like, well, we have a product already that works, so why don't we just like make cars that actually drive themselves, because we're already moving towards that. And then you see all the stuff that people are doing when they have a really, really good idea. It's like a light bulb, like Encash, like Wanchain. They just go right away. What you're going to see with Consensus when it comes out, keep that on a note. Consensus, when you see that one come out, I guarantee right now that one goes 4 or 5 times out the gate for sure. Why do I say that? Because I know people that are involved with Consensus, and I also know what it has, like what it does, and it's just stupidly amazing, that product. I'm telling you, that's one to look out for. All right, oh man, a lot of comments. Hold on a sec. I just missed a ton of them. All right, Stevie's saying, when I got home from Easter, everything was down last night, so I ran the fire and it will pay off. Yeah, you will, dude. Steve, you're smart, man. Don't let it stress you out too much. Have I ever heard of Daz coin? No, I know. Apparently all Visa will accept them, and that's millions of merchants. Daz coin. I'll take a look into Daz coin. I want to see what the heck Daz coin is. Here's the thing about crypto. It's like we have like 10 new projects every month, every week. It seems like the coin market cap just keeps growing. Andres, how you doing, man? Hey, Joel, would you agree that we will be back in top, but it will take time? How long do you think it's going to take to go back up? I would tell you guys that traditionally the crypto market starts to run in October or September, and then it starts to go and it starts to move quickly. Do I believe that it's going to go up from now? Absolutely. I think that we'll be in the 10s or 15s around that time when October, September comes around. But it's just a prediction, right? I'm just guessing. I don't know for sure. No one does, right? No one can tell you, yes, I know 100%. But from my fundamental analysis, from the fact that a lot of cryptocurrencies will become legal around, not become illegal, but not illegal. They'll become legal in some countries by that point. And once that G20 summit comes and they talk about how they're going to make it legal and use cryptocurrencies, that's when we're going to start seeing. So I do believe near the end of the year is where we're going to see the run up again. So, yeah. All right, Shaz, what did you say? Oh, yes. Okay. So, have I heard about anything about Facebook creating a coin? Absolutely not. I haven't heard of Google creating a coin. I haven't heard of Facebook. I've heard of people saying that they might. So, who knows? Yeah. So, you aren't worried about these investments yet? This is my mom. It's hilarious. Mom, I am not worried about these investments yet because I look way deeper than just what the number on the screen says. You should know that about me. I do really good research. So, yes, definitely these cryptos are going to keep going up, and they will go back up, and they will go amazingly, and you're going to all be like, damn, that dude was right. And it's not just me who's saying it. Anyone who knows crypto will tell you. Right? I know miners who bought 6,000. When it went to 6,000, they bought like 100 grand of Bitcoin at 6,000, and they're mining it, and they still bought it. Think about that. Just think about that for a second. So, let's continue on. So, ICOs. Now, this one's huge, okay? Because it has use case. It has absolute use case, and there's so many ways they can do it to make money, and I really, really am bullish on this idea. The idea is huge. So it's called the Big because AirAsia has basically like their rewards program is called Bitcoin or Big Asia, or something big. I can't remember exactly what it is because I fly with them sometimes. I live in Asia, and this is an airline out of Malaysia. Obviously, it's the airline that lost the plane, but it is what it is. So what are they going to try and use it for? Well, they're going to try and use it to fluctuate risks from overseas revenue. They're going to, I'm just looking at my notes, give me a second, pay for in-flight meals with crypto, other services in 3 months. They're looking at actually having coins that you purchase tickets with your coin, and you'll get, probably how they're going to roll it out is if you use Bitcoin and you get discounts, right? It's just like a rewards program, a loyalty program. You get better benefits from using that coin. So that's a pretty cool project. I'll see that happen in other places too. Which ICO were you talking about? Concierge? No, Divi, I was talking about Consensus. Go take a look into that one. I know a group out of Philadelphia that bought $14 million of Consensus in private presale. So it's a big one. It's going to be an amazing thing. Light on masternodes, please. What a masternode is, so when you have a proof of stake coin, when you're staking it, if you have a masternode, it means that you can stake your coins and get more coin for it. That's basically what masternodes and nodes are. If I'm wrong, please do let me know, but that's basically it, right? So nodes are there to basically help the network move things, right? So when we have a bunch of nodes, they communicate with each other to make transactions happen. So when we have proof of work, we have a miner with a mining facility pushing and pushing, not Consensus SYS, Consensus SEN is the token name. Okay, Sean? There's two Consensus, not the one with the Y, the one with the Consensus US. So what nodes do is they talk to each other and basically they give confirmation that that is a real deal. So let's say I send some Vert coin to someone. bunch of computers, 4 different computers, let's say, will talk to each other. One will have more power than the other, and what happens is they will be fighting to finish the block and then get fees, right? So they get fees, and then they use those fees to pay themselves. That's what they do. So the difference between a Bitcoin mine and masternodes, our masternodes don't take up a whole entire warehouse and don't create immense amounts of energy issues. So there you go. My mom said, "Did you respond to my comment?" Yes, I did, and I'm not worried about it. Go watch the video again, Mom. Is mining still any crypto still profitable? Shez, crypto mining right now is probably not very profitable unless you have very powerful computing ability. You might use Hashflare or Hashgraph, whatever it's called. I don't mine. That's not something I do. It's just too much. It just takes too much energy, and I don't really have an interest in spending more money on energy than it would for mining. And when I started getting into like the idea of mining, it was too late already. And I think a lot of us are too late for that. So I would say that mining is not as beneficial as staking your coins, or running a master node or running a node, because it gives you fees and you get paid for that. So it's good. Mark, I know, man, Marcus, dude, trust me, so many people are scared. And if crypto dies like Tim just said, it's a hell of a ride. And you know what? It's not going to die because it can't. It can't. Why would banks? Why would hotels? Why would airlines? Why would all the big major industries in the world be adopting blockchain and cryptocurrencies if they are going to die? Look at it from a very clear set of glasses and you'll see what I'm talking about. There are too many different things happening right now. Okay? Do we have consensus in ICO pool, or is ICO already ended? So my ICO pool, we are actually taking a little bit more time to do more research into different projects right now. We have a couple coming up, and I just had I had an interview with the CEO of BitLumens, which you probably have never heard of because it's brand new and it hasn't come out yet, but a great project, and I'll let you guys know a little bit more about that coming up. But if you want some, if you're on the airdrop thing that I told you guys about on Telegram, then you probably got some free BitLumens, and we might have a Crypto Warriors or a cryptocurrency education, or both, contest, so that you guys can win some cryptocurrency for free if you like the project. So I'm talking to them about that right now. Nothing's guaranteed, so don't hold it against me, but I'm doing that so that you guys can learn about a new project and that we can, you know, help crypto keep growing. And it's a great project, very, very altruistic. And I'll explain more about it later because I don't want to go into it too much right now. All right. So that's pretty much it for tonight. You know, I think that was a really good sesh today. I think everyone, it was really engaging. I had more fun, I think, than I've had in a while doing these live feeds. So it was great. Thank you all for coming. If you have any questions left, do ask, or I will see you guys tomorrow night. And I really appreciate all you guys coming on and, you know, putting the time in to watch and ask questions and stuff. This is what I love, guys. I love helping you. I love helping you decide, you know, if a project's bad or good. I love helping you understand what my opinion is. And, you know, especially with the stuff I wrote today, I wrote that because I want you not to freak out. This is the stuff that creates FUD. What I wrote was a FUD statement. FUD is bullshit, okay? It's not real. The market's not dead. The market is not something you should run from. And Bitcoin is not a bubble, okay? We don't need to worry. That's all I want you guys to understand. You don't need to worry. We're going to be just fine. Give it a little bit of time. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Give it a little bit of time. And when I mean a little bit of time, you know, investing, usually you wait a couple years. I'd say give it 6 months and tell me what you think then. Tell me what you think near the end of the year. And remember that when Christmas comes, to scalp beforehand, so you don't have this problem when we dip again next year, because it always happens in December in every single market near Christmas and then around Chinese New Year. So know the times now from the learning that you've done and the experience that you've had. And as they say, experience can be a really crappy teacher, but it's the best one because you'll learn from them faster. So let's keep moving on. Let's keep having fun, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So, Mr. Joel, your crypto educator, out for the night, and everyone have a great, great day. Enjoy your Easter Monday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone.
My flow is fine, baby, you know I've been working towards the only time I hit you up is late at night, yeah, yeah. She my kryptonite, that's every night, can't get enough, creeping up. My flow is fine, baby, you know I've been working towards the only time I hit you up is late at night, yeah, yeah, yeah. Late at night, I hit her late at night, she wanna stay the night. I told her, baby, you should cut, but I just say it nice. She in her feelings while I'm never tryna say it twice. One time, the only time, and she would never get with this again. Finish off with her and then I meet her friends, yeah, yeah.